Certainly, you were alluding to there, and Jeannie did too. Every child is special, and so, as a teacher, you always try and make sure that within your context, within your classroom, with those 30 children you've got in that particular lesson, you do what you can to ensure there's access and equity for all learners in the classroom. And if you're thinking about dyslexia, standard practice is just considering, again, every child will have their own individual plan, and you should know as their teacher what the best things are to support them with their particular needs. But some standard practice things that I've used throughout my career, and some of these are non-tech really, but just making sure that any resources are being created in a dyslexia-friendly font for them. If you're sort of working in that kind of a way, making sure that you consider alternative coloured paper for helping them to actually read it. So white background is not necessarily the best choice. There are a whole bunch of different sort of dyslexia-friendly fonts out there. I'm sure Patrick will name a few. With my personal OCD graphic designer hat on for a second, Comic Sans is one which is popularly used for that purpose, but there are plenty of others that you can use. Comic Sans is a popular one. Often used by many platforms, and it is easily accessible and stuff. But like you said, it's about being mindful of all the children in your classroom. More recently, we've seen some great tools from companies like TextHelp. What's been lovely for a long time is Microsoft do a great job of making a big song and dance about all of their accessibility tools recently, but Apple have had things like reading tools built into iOS forever. For a very, very long time. So if you're looking for some things to sort of get you started, and I'm sure Patrick will have some things around the pros and text to take things even further. But if you're looking to get started at a basic level, just have a little dig into and think about what tools come baked in to the tools and platforms and devices that you have within your setting already, because you'll be very, very surprised about what's in there and what's available. If you'd asked me that question 10 years ago, it was nowhere near like it is these days. But from Chrome OS to Windows to iOS to Mac OS, there are lots of things that are built in as standard that can be really, really helpful. So if you're looking for some basic advice, it would be to sort of dive into that, find the accessibility options that are inside your control panel or your settings app or whatever it is you've got access to, and dive into that and find out what's actually useful and relevant, again, because the context is different for every child, whether they've been highlighted as having additional needs or not, so yeah, that would be my sort of feeling and best practice advice on that, Wolfgang.